Good morning and welcome to Sunday Live Dharma. Today, Reverend Qi Gong will share her Dharma talk called Facemask, the Dharma of Conditioning. If you haven't yet subscribed to our channel, please do so and click like to help increase our online presence. Please feel free to share your greetings in our live chat now or at the end of today's Dharma talk. Please now stand up and join us in Qi Gong movements, guided by Reverend Z Young.
Good morning, everyone. Let us start our practice with some Qi Gong movements and warming up. Spread your feet shoulder width apart. And using your knees, bounce up and down. Keeping your feet rooted onto the ground and swing your arms left and right. Deeply breathe in, breathing out. Release all the tension in your body. Leaning to one side. The other side. And forward. And backward. Again, deeply breathing in, breathing out. Release all the tension. Okay. Great. Now, loosen up our ankles. Okay. In one direction. And the other direction. The other side. And the other direction. Now massage your knees. And rotating in one direction and the other direction. Now on your waist, hands on your waist, and then circle again with deep breathing in and out, fully stretching your lower back and your sides, the other direction. Now spread your arms, big circles. Again, deeply breathing in, fully opening up your chest. And out. Breathing in and out. The other direction, opening up your back and stretching your shoulders. Out. In and out. One more time. In and out. Okay. Slowly your arms up, breathing in. Palms together over your head, breathing out. One more time, breathing in. Imagine that you're opening up all the channels in your body while breathing in, breathing out. Now, breathing in, receiving the energy from the nature through all the channels of your body, breathing out. One more time, breathing in, showering with the energy of the nature. Now, breathe in, your palms up, hold your breath, and push it up to the ceiling. Breathing out, release. Breathe in, palms up, hold your breath. This time, push to the sides and tense your arms. Breathing out, relax. Breathing in, hold your breath and push it up, your energy to the sky. And breathing out, release. Breathe in, bring up the energy, hold your breath, and spread to the sides. Breathing out. The last one, breathing method. Hands at your chest level. Breathe deeply in through your chest, expanding your chest. Breathe out. Hands on your lower abdomen level. Breathing in deeply to your 단전, lower abdomen. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now, focusing on our heels. Breathe in deeply to your heels. Fully. Deeply breathe in slowly and fully, focusing on your heels. Fill up your whole body. Hold your breath. Slowly breathe out. Slowly and completely empty your body of breath. Thank you. Now please join us for the 4 bows practice.
With gratitude, I bow to the grace of heaven and earth, honoring the infinite source of marvelous existence. With gratitude, I bow to the grace of parents, ancestors, and everyone who has given me life and nurtured me.
With gratitude, I bow to the grace of fellow beings, embracing the truth of interconnectedness. With gratitude, I bow to the grace of laws, which guide us to develop justice and freedom through Dharma and universal principles.
Before we sit in silence, may all beings be happy and be well. Let's recite together. May all beings be happy and be well. Can you say it together? May all beings be happy and be well. Can you say again like you really mean it? Ready? Go.
May all beings be happy and be well.
May all beings be happy and be well. May all beings be happy and be well. May all beings be happy and be well. May all beings be happy and be well. May all beings be happy and be well. May all beings be happy and be well. May all beings be happy and be well. May all beings be happy and be well. May all beings be happy and be well. May all beings be happy and be well. May all beings be happy and be well.
Meditation is simple and easy. Anyone can practice it. Please take time to find your most comfortable position on the floor or in a chair. Wiggle to release any tension in your body. Rock front to back or side to side until you find the point of perfect balance. Breathe in, grab all your tension. Breathe out. Release any mental or physical uneasiness. Relax your whole body. It is okay to slouch a little bit if that feels more natural. Just remember to let your mind's eye focus on belly breathing. Breathe and listen to your body. If your body agrees, sit up tall, gently straighten your spine without losing focus on the energy in your lower abdomen. open your eyes softly. Look straight ahead with a level gaze. Then let your eyelids relax and drift downward to their most comfortable place. Tuck your chin in slightly and let your shoulders melt away from your ears. Enjoy the sensation of your arms and hands relaxing. Now bring your awareness to your tongue. Place the tip of your tongue on the roof of your mouth. While your tongue is relaxed on your palate, pure and clear saliva may gather in the mouth. This is a delightful sign of cool energy ascending. Smile at your calm and clear spirit. Invite your awareness to return to your lower abdomen, your Qi energy field. This is called the Danzhong and located about 2 inches below your navel. Your Danzhong is the power center for your breathing. Scan your entire body to see if there's any tension, especially face and head, neck and shoulders. If your face or body begins to itch, simply note the itching. It will pass. When thoughts arise in your mind, do not be disturbed by them. Do not react to your thoughts or pursue them. They are just thoughts. They will disappear by themselves. When your mind is calm, concentrated, perfectly focused and at peace, you will rest in the realm of samadhi, deep meditation. You will no longer feel any distinction between yourself and others, finding yourself free from the limits of time and place. We are grateful to sit quietly together, finding the still point within. May we be here now, deeply aware of our ever calm, ever alert spirit.
question, the Heart Sutra, page 10. Heart Sutra.
Bodhisattva of great compassion when deeply practicing Prajnaparamita realized that all five aggregates are empty, thus became free from all suffering and distress. So Shariputra, form does not differ from emptiness, emptiness does not differ from form. Form is emptiness, emptiness is form. The same is true of sensations, perceptions, impulses, and consciousness. O Shariputra, all dharmas are empty, they do not appear or disappear, are not tainted or pure, do not increase or decrease. In emptiness, no form, no sensations, no perceptions, no impulses, no consciousness, no eyes, no ears, no nose, no tongue, no body, no mind, no form, no sound, no smell, no taste, no touch, no object of mind, no realm of eye, nose, tongue, body, or mind consciousness, no ignorance, no extinction of ignorance, no old age and death, no extinction of them, no suffering, no cause of suffering, no cessation of suffering, no path, no wisdom, no attainment with nothing to attain. The Bodhisattva relies on Prajnaparamita, therefore the mind has no hindrance. Without any hindrance, no fears exist. Free from delusion, one dwells in nirvana. O Buddhas of the past, present, and future rely on Prajnaparamita and attain supreme enlightenment. Therefore know that Prajnaparamita is the great mantra, is the great enlightening mantra, is the unsurpassed and unequaled mantra, which is able to eliminate all suffering. This is true, not false, so proclaim. Prajnaparamita mantra, which says gone, gone, gone beyond, gone beyond, now awaken. Gate, gate, para, gate, parasangate, bodhisattva. Gate, gate, para, gate, parasangate, bodhisattva. Gate, gate, para, gate, parasangate.
And now let's welcome Reverend Gong. Her Dharma talk is entitled Facemasks, the Dharma of Conditioning.
Dear friends, how do you feel about wearing a face mask? It has been more than 2 years since we started wearing them. What goes on in your mind when you wear a face mask? What goes on in your mind when you don't wear a face mask? With the face masks, what has your emotional and spiritual journey been like? Some say, I feel fine wearing one, no problem. Others say, I'm done with the face masks. They're uncomfortable, make it hard to breathe, and disconnect me from others. Some say, I feel uneasy joining indoor gatherings when people are not wearing masks. Others say, people who insist on wearing masks are overreacting. Still others say, I don't have strong feelings either way. In the early days of the pandemic, face masks were not readily available in the US. I tried to buy some from Korea for our community, but due to limited supply, the Korean government would not allow any to be shipped outside the country. I called a temple friend, Sandy, who has great sewing skills, to make us some cloth masks. I still remember the tense energy from that time. I'm grateful that masks are now so easily available, although no longer mandatory in many places. Since vaccines became available, many of us have felt more relaxed. Yet my own use of face masks has increased since our temple reopened with the in-person gatherings this past year. Sometimes I feel comfortable, very comfortable wearing the mask, and sometimes I feel extremely uncomfortable, especially when I'm having a hot flash. As much as I hope the day will soon come when face masks are no longer recommended, I find myself feeling stressed. Whenever people ask me, when will you stop requiring them indoors at the temple? Sometimes I feel torn between two different needs. We honor the comfort of friends who prefer not to mask, as well as those who feel safer practicing with the face masks. This journey with the masking has made me contemplate our choices. 교무님's retreat. Last month, over 50 교무nims gathered at the One Dharma Center in upstate New York. We traveled from across the states and also from Canada, South America, and Korea. As soon as I arrived at the retreat center, I chose to wear a face mask and eat outside. But I was the only one doing this. Some 교무nims asked if I was sick. I felt increasingly self-conscious, so after 2 days, I removed my mask. I noticed that my judgmental mind arose during this time. On the first day of the retreat, I wondered, do I look weird? And am I being judged because I am wearing a mask when no one else is? Shouldn't we wear masks for at least the first few days? Later, whenever I heard someone cough, I instantly found myself wishing they had considered wearing a mask. As time went by, I wondered what gave rise to my judging mind. A conditioned mind? When a majority of people are conditioned to a certain behavior, it is perceived as natural and normal. When the pandemic began, we started to wear face masks, although there was some initial discomfort and resistance. Many people became used to wearing them. In Asia, even before the pandemic, it was not uncommon for people to wear face masks in public. However, in the United States, we have not been conditioned to wear face masks to prevent viral transmission. So for many, this has been difficult. For some, almost impossible. Now, in the third year of COVID, a face mask has become more than simply a protective fabric that covers our face. It is an emotional reminder of a long and still ongoing pandemic, a symbol of fatigue and perceived disconnection. This is just a face mask. It is a neutral object in the physical world. But in addition to these two little strings, there are invisible strings of hard feelings that are attached. Some of us feel that without masks, our health is threatened. Some of us feel that with them, our freedom is compromised. The whole journey with the face mask makes me contemplate the nature of conditioning. I've been asking myself these questions. Is my conditioning based on observation and discernment? Is my conditioning based on reactivity and fear? Are my conditioned ideas and behaviors based on compassion and care? We sentient beings are conditioned beings. We are all conditioned by our social and cultural environments. Through social conditioning, we learn behaviors. Through repeated behaviors, we condition ourselves. For example, my hair is fairly thick and tends to be a little frizzy, but it becomes smoother when I use hair conditioner. In the store, I choose from many options. The brand I choose conditions not only my hair, but also my mental preference for that particular brand. Although I'm the one who chooses the conditioner, I become conditioned by the product I choose. And through this conditioning, I now have one more thing to pack whenever I travel. In daily life, we condition ourselves not only to make small decisions, but also to adapt, survive, and grow. When you hear this gong sound, how do your mind and body respond? Through practice, we are conditioned to calm our minds when we hear this sound. In a similar way, if we condition our bodies to wake up for early morning meditation, we develop a beneficial habit. As conditioned beings, everything we come in contact with becomes a condition of existence. In Pali, condition is called paccaya. The underlying meaning of a paccaya is the active relationship between our six senses and the world. Perceiving subjects, our six sense organs, see, hear, smell, taste, touch, and think. Our responses inevitably arise as our organs make contact with each sensory object. In the Heart Sutra, we recite, no eyes, no ears, no nose, no tongue, no body, and no mind. It follows with no form, no sound, no smell, no taste, no touch, and no object of mind. I always think this is a great aspirational chant for us not to attach between the perceiving subject and the perceived object. So here we can see the interaction between sense and object is the catalyst of conditioning. Through conditioning, emotional attachment and judgment form. In this way, suffering often arises. The first of the Four Noble Truths is that suffering and uneasiness exist no matter what. At the beginning of the pandemic, when no masks were available, many suffered from anxiety and fear. When wearing masks was mandated, some suffered from physical discomfort or from a sense of loss of personal freedom. As people now begin to stop wearing masks, some feel anxious and worried. Personally, I still feel uneasy and pressured when I'm the only one wearing a mask in a big gathering. Suffering and uneasiness seem to arise regardless of the circumstances. Some suffering comes from our desire to control others or from our desire not to be controlled. We all look forward to the complete ending of this pandemic. But will our suffering end when the pandemic is over? As our fear of COVID subsides over time, our views about vaccination and wearing masks have also been changing. Are your own views changing? Are you aware of the changes? One of our temple practitioners, Daniel Martini, recently said, "My relationship with the face masks is evolving. For the past 2.5 years, I've viewed them as troublesome and inconvenient. I am becoming more at ease with them now and have finally found a mask that fits and works well for me. I'm able to meditate with a mask on and have my breathing be relaxed and easy." Up until 3 years ago, we had all been conditioned to live and communicate without face masks. Because of this conditioning, putting on a face mask was initially hard for some of us. Now, with the recent conditioning, for some people like me, it is hard to take them off. I am conditioned to the belief that a face mask will help protect me and others. Do you think it is possible for us to liberate ourselves from conditioning so that we are not overly attached to certain views. Conditioning is powerful and it can divide us. How can we resolve conflicts when some people are conditioned one way and others are conditioned another way? Even 교모님s who are on a Dharma path are conditioned differently, as was evident at the retreat in New York. Conditioning can polarize us and create conflict. This is apparent both in our personal relationships and on a national and global scale. As we deeply study the nature of conditioning, it becomes easier to understand and communicate with one another. When we realize we are all acting from layers and layers of conditioning in our minds, we become less judgmental, not only of others, but also toward ourselves. In one Buddhism scripture, the founding master said that Buddhas and Bodhisattvas have a way that frees them from hindrances and enables them to remain autonomous regardless of what they are doing. Accordingly, Buddhas and Bodhisattvas readily know when to be at rest and when to be active, when to be bright and when to be dark. In this way, no matter what they do or where they are, they do not deviate even slightly from the Dharma. Dear friends, as we move forward together in these times of confusion and uncertainty, whether we choose to wear face masks or not, let us remember how our conditioning can lead us to judgments and distorted expectations. No matter what we choose to do, may we follow the way of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. May we aspire to embrace our differences, understand one another, and act together to alleviate suffering. Thank you.
Thank you, Reverend WontempleNC, for that insightful talk. We all have to deal with masks, and maybe we can apply these ideas of conditioning with wisdom and compassion. The mask prevents people from seeing that I'm meditating with my mouth open, and and it also gives me a hint about my breath. Okay. Let's take a minute to contemplate our Dharma talk today. Thank you. Friends at home, please share your thoughts and takeaways in the chat box. And friends in the Dharma Hall, please pair or triple up and discuss your thoughts on this topic. Now let us bless our minds and hearts with the morning prayer song, page 13. Dharmakaya Buddha, fourfold grace, I begin a new day in your presence. Today full of health and with peace of mind, may I walk along the path of the Buddha. Dharmakaya Buddha, fourfold grace, I begin a new day with your grace. Today gratefully and with gentle words, may I live in harmony with all those I meet. Dharmakaya Buddha, fourfold grace, I begin a new day with compassion. Today making the world a more loving place. May I do all that I can for one world. Have a few announcements. Thank you all for joining us. We continue to wear our masks indoors, but you're welcome to take them off outdoors. And we will update you through our community emails on temple protocols. We are thrilled that this week on Tuesday and Wednesday, we will be having our annual teen retreat. We have one spot available for anyone that wants to grab this last minute availability. On August 13th, we have a half-day retreat via Zoom. And on August 17th, we have Cool Dog Dharma session. We look forward to practicing with you next week on Sunday. For our online Sangha friends, let us bow or wave as one big community in the cloud and earth. Let's wave to the white camera. Thank you all. See you next week.
you.